And I would imagine that a service like yours, of course, would be able to help students who are struggling with managing how to modify that to be more unique, for example.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, our branding, our whole the company logo, I mean, slogan is "Discover your story, get admitted." Because after 11 years of doing this stuff, we realized that one of the most important parts of the application process is the story you tell. And there are quite a few copy editors out there that are phenomenal writers, but they're not admissions experts. They're not going to understand how to take a story, and you could get great screenwriters, but they're not still not going to understand how to take a story in the setting of law school and help you understand what story will make sense with what wording that gets to that crescendo that really grabs the attention and becomes a memorable statement for the school. And that's definitely something we pay a lot of attention to for our clients and saves them a lot of time. We often can work through a client's application within about 3 weeks to a month. I guarantee you, if you were doing it on your own and you're actually putting in the time, it should take you months and months and months of thinking and rethinking. It did for me. It took me June, July, August, September, October when I submitted my first applications. Now we figured out a way of doing it within very, very short period of time, within a couple of weeks, because we know exactly what questions to ask and how to drill in to the most vulnerable, personal parts of who you are. And it's an honor, and it's something that we hold very dear. We don't throw that aside. We don't underestimate the importance that we are given that secret from that student and are able to put it onto paper in a way that really allows them to stand out and become a unique candidate.
That's a really important point, that it's not just copy editing. It's not just moving commas around or dividing up run-on sentences. It's really about crafting a unique story about who the applicant is as an individual, tying it into why they want to be an advocate or a lawyer, and why, and putting it in the context of the entire application as well. Because there's the personal statement, the resume, the diversity statement, optional essays and addenda, character and fitness. Then there's also pulling in things about the LSAT and the GPA to make sure that it all makes sense and leaves no unanswered questions.
100%. And I mean, and that's something that, almost as if you take out your whole application, spread it on the wall, and you should blur your eyes and see yourself, every aspect of yourself. Even my addendum, as I said, I screwed up the LSAT 3 times, but I also screwed up the SAT 3 times. Then I screwed up the GRE twice. I still got into Harvard with a full scholarship. I still went to UC Berkeley Law. I still went to University of Cambridge in England with a half scholarship, and I still graduate top my class from UCLA and practice law. I say it, I don't say it in vanity. I say it to you because I'm damn proud of the fact that these standardized tests are not necessarily indicative of how you're going to perform in life. But the point is, even when I wrote the addendum for that, I explained where I grew up. I had international education. I took the International Baccalaureate. I screwed up the SAT 3 times. And I said there's a high degree of correlation, at least for me, between performing well in school and not performing well in my standardized testing. And then showed the examples of where that came. The schools appreciated it, right? Because A, it's classic legal argument. B, it actually showed the humility of, listen, I'm not great at it, but you give me a shot, I'm going to hit the ground running. And that's kind of what you want to do. Don't provide excuses, provide explanations, show how you've learned from it, show how you want to move forward from it. And that's the important part. And that story for the addendum fit into the continuum of what I had in the diversity statement and the personal statement, and for most certainly in the catch-all, the resume.
Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.